Hey guys, what's going on? Imaginary World here. Today I just wanted to make a quick video showing you guys what return tracks are, how to use them, and really just ultimately what they're for. When I was learning about Ableton and about music and all of this stuff, I always wondered what return tracks were for and why people used them when you could, for example, just throw reverb right on the track. I didn't really understand the point of return tracks, but now I think they're a very valuable tool and I do use them quite frequently, especially when mixing down. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and just get right into it. All right, so right now I got this track pulled up here. It is a track I'm working on with some vocals that I recorded, and right now I actually do have the vocals going to this return track with a reverb on it. So why am I doing this? Well, one reason, as you can see, is because I have this EQ on here, so I can actually EQ the sound of the reverb without affecting the dry sound. If you were to throw a reverb on a vocal track, direct onto it, like so, we'll just use this, and then also put an EQ after it, and EQ out the highs, you definitely are EQing the reverb, but you're also EQing the dry sound. So this is what it would sound like. Now there are ways around this, but I think the most traditional way around this is just to use a return track. So if I'm doing the same thing on a return track, I'm EQing just the reverb, and I'm sending right here with this send my lead vocal to the reverb. Now let's hear how that sounds. So we're just EQing the reverb, which we can solo. If I take the reverb off. Now the next thing that's great about return tracks is you can actually send multiple different vocals to them. So actually, right there you just heard it. If I solo this, I have this backup vocal also going to that reverb. So what it's doing is they're having the exact same reverb timing, the exact same reverb sound. It all fits together, and instead of just, yes, you could just duplicate that reverb to every track, but then you're using more CPU. It's really just not worth it. You might as well just reuse a return track. So that's why I find them useful. It's pretty simple. There's a lot more you could go into with return tracks. Let me just show you how to make them really quick. If you want to make a return track, you can either right click and click insert return track, or if you saw that key command there, you can do that. I always just right click it. And that's going to create a new return track, which then will also create a new knob to send to the return track. And from there, you can put your effects on. Now, something you do want to make sure when you're doing this, you're going to want to have that wet knob turned all the way up. So for example, if I throw Echo Boy on here, first thing I'm going to do, throw that wet knob all the way up. And the reason why you want to do that is because when you're sending, for example, if I send this, it's going direct into this, but I'm not sending the full signal. So what would happen is I'd have a dry signal coming out of the Echo Boy and my lead vocal here. It's going to add more of a dry signal. We just don't need that. So what you want to do is you want to make it 100% wet. And now, so actually something really cool you can do with a delay, I do want to show you this. This is one of my favorite tricks to do. You can do this with a reverb as well. This is one of my favorite tricks to do with a delay on a return track. So what I'll do is pull up just a classic analog delay. I love this delay. Put this on halftime. I don't wanna be alone. I don't wanna be alone. So as you can hear, it's kind of getting crowded while I'm singing there. So what I will do is I will put a compressor on here, and I'll actually sidechain in front of it to the lead vocal. So when anytime my lead vocal is going, it's actually going to push the volume of the echo down. So let's hear how that sounds. I don't wanna be alone. So that's going to make this delay a lot more usable. It's not going to crowd up when I'm trying to sing, but when I stop, you're going to hear that delay come back. And as soon as I start singing again, push it back down. So just things like that. This is why I love Return Track. It just makes everything more organized and clean, and you can add effects on. And yes, there are other ways to do this stuff, but I think Return Tracks are just the easiest way to do it. So that's why I use them all the time. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you got any suggestions for future content, leave those in the comments down below. I read every comment, and I would love to help you guys out in any way that I can. But yeah, other than that, thank you for watching, and you have a great day.